Start with the easy stuff. The excitement of playing a final in the Gabba. Tell us about it.
Yeah, look, we're all really excited, especially after having kind of week off as well. I think we're coming in even more hungrier and just really keen to get out in the Gabba. We had a few training sessions here already, and yeah, it's exciting. Hopefully a good crowd comes and we can get a win.
What do you think the week off's done for you? You had a bit of momentum late in the season, but I guess you're also on the road a lot as well. Like, what's the extra week done?
Yeah, it's definitely, I think, benefited us. We had a lot of away games with a few trips to Melbourne and the Perth trip as well. So I think it was a great opportunity to kind of refresh, kind of sort out any niggles and keep on top of your footy skills as well. So yeah, I think everyone kind of came back better than ever after that weekend off.
Oh, just Collingwood, yeah, just the coincidence of playing Collingwood again. What do you expect from them this time around?
Yeah, look, Collingwood are a great outfit. We played them earlier in the season up in Maroochydore, and obviously that's very different to here in the Gabba, very windy day. But yeah, no, they're a great team, and I think they'd be a bit bruised after last year's prelim. They have a great few good Irish players as well. They're on form, and yeah, everyone's really stepping up, and they have a really good end of the season too. So yeah, it'll be a tough one, and I think there'll be nothing in it, but hopefully we get the win.
Can you tell us how your body's going? You know, you hurt your shoulder a little while ago and played since, but yeah, just how your body's going at the moment.
Yeah, really good. The strength is there and movement is good, and I've been training now the last couple of weeks, and having that week off probably did benefit me that bit more as well. But credit to the staff here and physios and background team that have really got me back and ready to go for this week's final.
Orla, we were just discussing before, your mum and sister coming over. How exciting is that to have them here for such a big game?
Yeah, so exciting. They get in tonight, I think, pretty late, but super excited. They're my number one kind of supporters. They've been up at all hours back home too. I think we had a 4 a.m. game, 6 a.m. So yeah, it's great. It'd be really good to get them here at the Gabba as well. And they know all the girls as well from, I suppose, living with them, but also watching the games too. So I think it'll be good for them to meet them, as well as Craig and Bree and all the staff too.
Is this the first time anyone from your family's been able to watch you in person play AFL game?
Yeah, it has been. Unfortunately, with COVID, the last couple of years, they haven't really the opportunity to get over. So yeah, they're keen as, and I can't wait to play for them too.
Are you the type of person who will be aware of their presence a bit when you're on the field, and maybe look for them if you score a goal or something like that?
I think just knowing they're there is a big thing. Back home in Ireland, Mum and Dad would come to all my camogie and football games, so just knowing they're there and that they're proud of me is probably the biggest thing. So and then getting to see them afterwards too would be huge.
Can I just ask you a broader one, or
Yeah.
There's been a bit of chat about the season maybe getting brought forward to August.
Yeah.
How would that impact you, who normally goes to play footy back home?
Yeah, it'd be a tough one, all right. And us Irish girls have been kind of blessed with the best of both worlds in the past couple of years, getting to kind of play a footy season here and then go back and play Gaelic football or camogie, which has been great, and you feel like you're not really letting down anyone, and you still get to play all year round, which is any athlete's dream. But I think down the line we did realise that it would come to this. AFLW are pushing for full time, which is obviously huge in such a short how new the season is. So it will be, I think it will be hard, and a lot of girls will have to make tough decisions, but I suppose you can just kind of look at what's in front of you and just hopefully choose best option.
Like, you and so many other girls have made such a huge impact on the competition here.
Yeah.
Do you think it would give pause, what's the saying here? Like, do you think it would make Irish girls reconsider coming out here for the season?
I think it would definitely make them choose, as they wouldn't really be able to do both. But even I've got lots of messages from girls and a lot of friends who are keen to come out here, give AFLW a crack. And I suppose that's how I kind of started out here, seeing the likes of Sarah Rowan, Cora Staunton, Aisling McCarthy kind of come out here, and I suppose not just get on the team, but also be really influential and make a difference. So I think it's very transferable with the skills between the two sports. But yeah, it's just a pity that it is kind of going to clash, but I think that professional lifestyle really will be great for some of the girls back home and want to give it a go, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
You obviously came here thinking you could make an impact a couple of years ago. Are you surprised about how rapidly you've improved and how much of an impact you've put on this team and competition?
Yeah, definitely. When I first came here, I remember meeting you actually at the 2K, and I didn't know anyone around me, and even just the skills and just trying to get the simple things right, like a handball and the way the ball kind of bounces, it can go any way, which I'm still getting used to. But yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is just learning from the experience, and each game you go out and you learn a lot from that, which is huge. But yeah, and I've just been lucky enough that the coaches here really backed me, and us at Brisbane Lions are really lucky that the team has pretty much stayed the same with maybe a few gone, but it's pretty much the same group, and we've learned to really all trust ourselves and get around each other, so that's really helped.
What's been the thing with all of that about the game that you're still trying to come to terms with, or the thing that you may have come to terms with now but found the most difficult?
I think it's just the footy awareness and footy sense. I think reading the way the ball kind of moves and just getting used to kind of that contact and stuff as well. But yeah, like even this year I went in on ball a couple of times, and that's a completely new position for me. I kind of like the wing and I'm very familiar with it, but I like kind of challenging myself and learning lots about it. But the structure as well is something I'm getting used to. But as I said, the more games I play, the more I kind of become familiar with it.
Is there not as much tackling in football?
Definitely not, no.
Taking that back there, and the girls are kind of...
Yeah, well there's no real, I suppose back home Camogian football isn't a contact sport or seen as one, so yeah, when you get tackled here from one direction, you never forget it then. But yeah, I think it's just when you go back home, it's realising what your strengths are there and getting used to the game as well again, kind of. But yeah, no, it's interesting how they are.